Simple na mga pangyayari dyan, nagkakagulo sa ombudsman dahil hindi sila nagtagumpay sa PI, mga PI nila. Hindi rin sila umubra sa impeachment, kaya narito na tayo ngayon. Ipipilit nila na si Boying maging ombudsman para ipakulong si VP Inday Sara bago mag-2027 at hindi lang si Inday Sara, kundi lahat ng mga Duterte, kaalyado ng mga Duterte, baka pati ako. Yan ay sa gitna ng paghihirap ng mga Pilipinong binabaha ng tubig, ng korupsyon at ng kawalang aksyon. Tinutukan ko ang Plan A nila na People's Initiative Chacha. Binuking ko ang Plan B, yung impeachment, para mawala sa landas nila si VP Sara sa 2028. Ngayon, nasa Plan C na po tayo, sa ombudsman naman. Noon pa'y nakita ko na, kaya ako nagsampa ng kaso nung May 2, nandun ako sa ombudsman. Kung hindi kayo titigil sa pamumulitika, mag-asaran tayo. Hindi ko rin kayo
Heto nga ho ang pag-usapan natin mga reaction update PH. Noon pa lamang last month pa lamang mga ka-update, ipinapaliwanag na ho ni Senator Amy Marcos na ibipilit maging ombudsman itong si Boying Rebula at ito na nga ho ang araw na iyon. Pinirmahan na official na ho mga ka-update, pinirmahan na ni Marcos Jr. etong pagluklok kay Boying Rebula bilang ombudsman. Ito na po yung sinasabi natin mga ka-update na talagang si Boying ang magiging ombudsman. Bakit po? Isa lang po yung dahilan dyan. Babanatan, yayariin ho lahat nila ang pamilyang Duterte. Diba? Unang uunahin po nila mga ka-update si VP Sara. I-impeach ho nila yan. I-impeach po nila si VP Sara. Isusunod-sunod na ho lahat nila ang kanyang mga kaalyado, tulad na lamang ho ng sinabi ni Miss Amy ni Senator Amy Marcos na susunod-sunurin na ho itong mga kaalyado ni VP Sara. Ano po ba talaga ang kailangan para mawala o matibag ho natin yan? People power. Ito po ang matinding panawagan natin. Ang panawagan lang mga ka-update magsama-sama muna ho tayo. Magkaisa muna tayo mga Pilipino kasi ho mga ka-update hindi lang po sa porket si VP Sara i-impeach na, yun lang ang problema natin. Matatakpan po ang korupsyon ng Pilipinas. Makakalimutan ng taong bayan yung mga magnanakaw, mga buhaya diyan sa Malacanang, sa gobyerno ni Marcos Jr. Hindi lang ho si VP Sara ang maaapektuhan, buong Pilipinas ho. Tandaan nyo po mga ka-update. Tandaan po natin, pati yung mga flood control, ghost projects, wala hong kapupuntahan yan. Wala hong kapupuntahan mga ka-update. Kaya kung wala po tayong gagawing action, pare-pareho po tayong nakanganga ngayon mga ka-update. Dito pa lamang, makikita po natin talagang si Miss Amy, si Senator Amy Marcos, talaga pong mahal niya ang ating bayan. Last month pa lamang sinabi niya na, ipipilit si Boying bilang maging ombudsman para pagtakpan ho si Martin Romualdez, si Saldico, lalong-lalo na ho si Marcos Jr. Lahat ho ng katiwalian nila mga ka-update, wala hong mangyayari. Lahat ho ng pag-iimbestiga ni Senator Rodante Marcoleta, wala pong kapupuntahan. Lahat ho tayo manganganga. Lahat ho tayo nakatunganga. Iba't ibang bansa na po ang nakakaalam sa korupsyon sa ating bansa. Iba't ibang bansa na ho ang ayaw magpautang sa atin dahil alam po nila matindi ang korupsyon dito sa ating bayan mga ka-update. Kaya mga ka-update ang panawagan ho nitong si Kiko Barsagas, si Congressman Kiko, Congress Miao mga ka-update, people power, BBM resign, pababain sa lahat pababain lahat sa pwesto yung mga tiwali, mga magnanakaw sa gobyerno. Yan lang mga ang kailangan natin mga update. Magkaisa muna ho tayo bilang Pilipino. Hindi ho nag-aaway-away tayo Wala muna ho tayong magkulay-kulay. Kailangan lang po natin ng pagbabago sa ating bansa. Kasi mga ka-update, mangyayari na naman ang nangyari noon sa kapanahunan ni Marcos Sr. kung saan nasa ilalim ho ng dictatorship ang Pilipinas. Alam nyo po ba ang gagawin dyan? katapos ma-impeach si BP Sara. Ang mangyayari at panigurado dyan mga ka-update, pag nagkagulo, magkaka-dictatorship na naman ho. Hindi na naman makakaalis yan si Marcos Jr. Maghahari na naman po yung kadiliman. Yan mga ka-update, ang pinaka ayaw nating mangyari. Ayaw na ayaw po nating mangyari yan. Dahil oras na magka-dictatorship mga ka-update, wala na ho tayo. May karapatan pong gumurgur yung mga sundalo, kapulisan ng mga sibilyan. Kaya mga ka-update, magkaisa muna tayo bilang Pilipino na matanggal sa pwesto yang si Marcos Jr., yang si Ombudsman, si Boying Rimula. Magkaisa muna tayo bawat mga Pilipino mga ka-update.
Tapos hindi na re-elect yung congressman. Wala na.
Wala
Wala na magpapatuloy.
Wala na.
So, with that, Mr. Chair, I'd like to request the DND to give us the previous allocations. The 4.93
Will do,
billion in 2023. Ano po itong 4.9 billion na ang DPWH ang dapat magtatag? Ano po ang nagawa, hindi natapos, or
Yes,
pending?
We will
In
request
2024, for 5.1B. And then
2024, ma'am.
Yes.
Ang amin
It says here
AFP level 4.3. 4.3 yung nasa akin, ma'am.
Ang, according to LB Remo, ours is 4.9, but kindly check in 2023, that's billion.
4.3 pa mga nasa
5.1.
akin sa
Yes, so we have to check the
2024.
figures. 5.1 billion in 2024 and 5.7 billion in 2025. That's more than 16 billion.
2025, ma'am, I have 4.6.
Okay, so there's a difference in our numbers. We just check, but
Yes,
we
ma'am.
make
We'll
a request
reconcile.
for a list and the status of those
And
infrastructure
the good part
projects.
in 2025, ma'am, 81 are to be started out of a total of 96. So we'll stop.
Sabagay, kasi yeah.
We'll stop it already.
So we'll see. Pero
Kaya
for
inawatan na rin namin, ma'am.
but for your 2026, there's another 3 billion allocated under
I-scrap na natin, ma'am.
DPWH. I-scrap na nyo. So
I-scrap
actually,
na natin or ibigay na lang as additional CO sa amin, ma'am.
Ay-
Actually, Secretary, ang
itong
proposal ko
3 billion.
sana, yung for 2026 is for i-transfer na lang from DPWH to DND,
I fully
and then
support.
kayo na gumawa ng mga itong mga items na ito. Kasi mas
fully
kabisado nyo kung ano yung kailangan ninyo sa mga campo.
Yes, Your Honor. I
Yeah.
fully support the proposal of the chair. And
Mr. Chair, sir, take note that yung tikas, iba ang meaning niya sa Tagalog. Iba naman ang meaning sa Bisaya. Pag sinabi mong tikas, iba tikas, pahinga, matikas ka. Pero pag sinabi sa Bisaya, tikas, tikasan ka, kawatan ka. Yung tikasan, yan ang meaning ng tikas sa Bisaya. Tikas, you're a cheater. Cheater, tikas. Cheat,
takaw sa
meaning cheat yan, tikas.
Kaya tanggalin na po natin.
Tanggalin na yan dapat.
Tanggalin na po natin.
So Secretary, for 2026, we'll transfer the 3 billion to
Thank you
DND.
very much, Your
Kayo
Honor.
na bahala kung tikas ulit o ibang
No,
pangalan na kasi
Your
hindi
Honor.
yata
No
maganda
more.
yung
No
tikas.
more.
Oo, hindi yata
No more, Your
maganda.
Honor.
Mr. Chair, yung kaninang pahinang pinakita sa kaatin, meron silang mga ask for augmentation in page 3. Yung kaninang pinakita. Pwede mong ilipat dun yung 3B kung
Pwede
yun ang
pa.
gusto nila.
Pwede, ma'am.
Oo, tapos
That's a permutation.
then we will just look at the 3 years,
And-
23, 24,
And
25.
even for DPWH, ma'am, probably with the amount of internal work that they need to be doing, they will have no time to manage a TICAS project anymore.
In 3B, Secretary, kayo na rin bahala to complete
Yung TICAS na yun eh.
yung mga projects.
Tignan muna natin. Kung ano, i-repurpose na lang natin.
Secretary, in 3B, you can use that to complete na rin the unoperating
Yes.
project. Sayang eh. Iba,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
almost
sir.
completed na.
Just for the record, the difference in the numbers, because I mentioned the entire TICAS, and TICAS would involve DND, PNP, and DPWH. So, nasama doon, meron din TICAS na kayo, mga
Pati na rin yung tikas ng PNP,
Oo.
ibigay natin sa PNP.
ah,
Di ba? Meron din silang tikas. No?
oo,
Ibigay
Tama
na
yun, sir. Pambili ng lupa ng AFP na ginagamit ng...
Ano mo, sir? Instruction ko noon si PNP ako, bilisan ninyo yung land titling natin dyan sa mga kampo natin dahil gagamitin nila ng EAP. Bilisan ninyo. So para meron tayong titulo.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. So
You-
the TICAS, Your Honor, we submit to the discretion of the committee, Your
Alright.
Honor.
Okay. But the move is to transfer the 3 billion to DND. And
Yes,
then
Your
we'll
Honor.
let you, bahala na kayo, we'll let
Yes,
you use
Your
that program. Oh,
Yes, Your Honor.
yes.
Gaganda ang kampo ng military nito. Mga kampo ng AP, gaganda na. Sila na magagawa ng kampo nila eh.
Kasi
Maganda
nakita
yan.
ko yung mga ano
Tsaka, Your Honor, i-review pa namin yung mga nagawa kung magkano ang gagastusin pa para kumpletuhin ito o repurpose na lang ito. Kasi kung 3 billion lang, hindi yung mga nagastusan nung araw, baka hindi ho matapos eh.
we'll see if we can add pa para matapos na rin yung mga ibang mga projects. Kasi nakatayo na ho yun eh. No?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the goal here, Mr. Chairman, is to help the DND complete all of those partly completed projects para magamit na kasi nasasayang eh.
Lalo na ho, Your Honor, pag ito'y barracks,
Yes.
tirahan
And
ng
nakita
ating
ko sa list,
sundalo.
marami mga barracks, marami mga facilities sa kampo. For me, equally important rin dahil sila yung frontliners eh, no? So, but we leave it to the DND kung
Thank
ano
you,
yung
Your Honor.
gagastusan.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Mr. Chairman, narinig mo yung palakpakan ng mga sundalo? Pumalakpak talaga sila. Hindi yan sila usually nagpapakita ng emosyon eh. Pero nung narinig nila ngayon, hindi nila napigilan pumalakpak. Pumalakpak sila.
Lumakas pa.
Sige, lumakas pa.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
buti na lang pinauna ko talaga yung chairman ng finance.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Another question, and this is on the modernization because Secretary, one of the biggest or probably the biggest activity and expense of the DND is the modernization program.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if I compare this to the expense of the Coast Guard, doon sa briefing ni Senator JV, who's the chairperson of the DOTR budget, meron silang 29 billion na ODA loan for a 97 meter multi-role response vessels. No?
Yes, Your Honor.
So sabi ko, nalaman ko doon na ang Coast Guard pala umuutang para mag-upgrade at bumili ng mga bagong kagamitan nila. Sa DND, I found out through the AFP modernization program, it's all GAA. So binibili nating
Yes,
cash,
Your Honor.
no?
There is a cap on the amount by way of a law, I think. There's a cap on the amount of foreign and domestic loans that can be for defense purposes. And even for foreign funding, Your Honor, for example, from Japan before, the Coast Guard could access funding, ODA, because it was non-defense. Now, Your Honor, those restrictions have been lifted already.
So yung ang tanong ko, can for purposes of modernization, can we also enter into some form of loan agreements?
That was the reason for the rider provision that we wanted earlier, granting us authority with the DOF and subject to the approval of the President, so that I think the cap is only 25, how many percent of the total debt exposure. There's a law, Your Honor, that caps our total debt exposure for defense to a very low amount. So that cap is...
Hindi ko rin kanina kasi, Secretary, that out of the 40 billion in the modernization, 37 na allocate na for MICA, meaning ito yung babayaran natin for the next few years. So ang natitira na lang actually free cash for MICA, for modernization is 3 billion. So wala na tayong mabibili doon, no?
Wala na ho, Your Honor.
So
because the model, even in infrastructure, is 5 years. Whereas in infrastructure, you need it to be 2 to 3 years for project completion. Kasi for the first year, 10% mobilization. So magmo-mobilize ang awardee for 1 year, hindi siya babayaran. So walang gagawin kung hindi mobilization lang. When you mobilize, you want to be starting work already, finish what you mobilize so you can deploy somewhere else. So the project horizon for infra should be 2 to 3 years, while for acquisitions, because as you know, Your Honor, it's capital expenditures, capital equipment, there's a life. And you can amortize payments throughout 70% of the useful life, perhaps.
There's now meron na bang window for the government to borrow in order to finance our modernization program?
Meron window po subject to availability of funds ng DOF and subject to that cap on foreign loans.
Pero pwede tayo humenta.
Pwede po, just as long as we do not exceed that
Okay.
cap. But it's still very tedious because we have to fight with the other ODA and foreign funded projects. For example, for disaster resilience and the like.
But will that pag tayo ay mag-tap ng mga foreign funders, in effect, we're actually multiplying the modernization fund to multiple to bigger multiples kasi
Yes, Your Honor.
yung pondo natin pwede lang for down payment and the rest multi-year payments na on a very long horizon pa. Pwede
Yes, Your
pang 10
Honor.
years.
And actually, if we limit it to 5 years, we're actually really down financing the production of others who have acquired because of our window of 5 years, while other countries can finance it for 25 or 30 years. So pera pa natin ang ginagamit because mabilis tayong magbayad. And then because of contracting gap, sometimes pag may kulang talaga na hindi mo naisip, kailangan ipagdikit-dikit mo, sasabihin bayad ka pa. So hindi dapat ibago na po natin, and we were going to submit for His Honor's information the limiting law on foreign loans for defense purposes.
But well, kanina nakita ko may proposal na, which actually I told my team even prior to that proposal to study if we can include it in the special provision. But will that special provision, yung pinakita nyo kanina, pwede na kayong pumunta ngayon sa mga foreign funders to borrow for our modernization program?
Actually, yes, Your Honor. And we even engaged the private financial system so that they can participate also to spread the risk
Yes.
of the loan and to make the terms, the tenor of the loans more affordable.
So,
So that,
40 billion natin, pwede na ngayon mas lumaki pa siya. Mas
Yes, Your
marami
Honor.
pa tayong mabibili kasi
Yes, Your
hihiram na
Honor.
tayo.
so kung yung mga unprogrammed at programmed, imbis na acquisition, pambayad na lang natin ang utang, pero at least mas marami tayo nakuha.
Yes. Yung unprogrammed, Secretary, no? Because typically ang unprogrammed, una-una, you fight for it also kasi maraming department naglalabanan dyan. At pangalawa, typically dumadating yan end of the year na. No? So for 2026, there's a 50 billion unprogrammed. No? In your programming, itong 50 billion unprogrammed, can this help the department? Kasi typically nasa dulo na ito, tsaka laban-laban to ng mga departments.
Kaya po sinabi ko yung RA, yung non-free portion, essential because those are to cover past obligations. The unprogrammed will not help substantially for us unless the financing schemes are put into place so that we can make impactful acquisitions. If not, the acquisitions that we make will be not for the purpose of building our deterrence in any serious manner.
If we convert that unprogrammed to program, no, Of course, medyo malaki ang program, 50 billion. But what amount do you suggest that we include in the program funds?
We will revert to his honor,
Sige,
Your Honor.
sige,
I'll
because-
let the team crunch some numbers.
Oo.
And based on the Re-Horizon 3.
Okay.
I'll not give an answer right now. We'll just let the team crunch some
All right,
numbers.
because the move here is to completely, at least here in the Senate, is to completely eliminate unprogrammed funds,
Yes, Your
except
Honor.
for foreign assisted.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're looking at converting the unprogrammed funds in 50 billion ninyo to program.
Yes.
But how much will be a reasonable amount for you to work with?
Yes, Your Honor. And taking into account that any, let's say for, what I want the team to come up with is for every billion of additional acquisitions, what will it mean for our repayments for the next year? Because if it is for MICA, for the current paradigm without changing the law, then the permutation becomes bigger. The amount becomes bigger that we will need for continuing prepayments. That's why it's more important for us, Your Honor, that we be allowed the flexibility with the DOF and with the approval of the President to access the capital markets. Because there's a capital market surplus there because of investment appetite throughout the world in other aspects, except for defense, actually. Defense is a hot area right now for investable funds, sadly. But that's the reality.
But Secretary, ang defense ba, is it viewed by financer high risk or low risk?
Low risk, Your Honor, because of the sovereign guarantee.
Yes, tama. So in this case, we will design it na mayroong sovereign guarantee.
Yes, Your Honor, because defense really has no financial rate of return. Walang ROI yan financially, so sovereign guarantee. So it is actually low risk.
Yes. So Secretary, we'll wait for the final. Nakita ko kasi kanina meron ng special provision eh. So mas maganda kung manggagaling sa inyo para we capture all of the legal requirements in that special provision.
Will do, Your
kanina
Honor.
pinadraft ko na, nakita ko kanina meron na palang.
And we'll also reach out to Sec Ralph so
Yes.
that he also signs off on it, Your Honor.
Right. Thank you,
Yes, Your Honor.
Secretary. My last question for this round, Chairman, is I saw earlier in your presentation that the defense spending is going up, but not to the point that we want. Ngayon nasa 1. Can we show that slide? 1.19. Yeah. Can we show that slide, Comsec? Yung defense spending to GDP. Yeah. Yeah.
Yung slide, yung kanina, yung presentation ni Secretary, yung merong graph, yan. 1.19.
So Secretary, kung ano ang target natin? 2%?
Mga 2%, Your Honor, yes,
think ang
that's the standard.
Na,
Pero hindi kakayanin. Your
yeah,
Honor.
na